Alright, so I know triceps is a huge nationwide and international problem for women especially. I know some men have flabby triceps too, but it's always us women. What's with the flags? What's with the waving back at people? And what can I do? So, you know, like I know about that squatting down on the back of the chair thing, but I do find a lot of times it hurts your elbows instead of working out your tricep. So what are we doing wrong?
You're working the joints. See, anytime you work anything, and I see people all the time doing this. This is the movement. This is the correct movement. You're not hyperextending. You can actually feel if you're near a mirror, you can see your tricep moving.
Right.
Now, when you do it quick, or anything, you're doing it quick, and you're bouncing. And see, this is why when you're working out, we always say, work out the muscle, not the joint. And when you're bouncing, that's how. First of all, you're not using your muscle effectively, which you're not getting the full benefit of it. Secondarily, you're hurting the joint. So any movement that you do in the tricep, this is the movement. Nice and slow. And if you visualize your muscle, if you visualize it moving, that's all you need to do.
Right, so that makes perfect sense. Like you said, instead of being really fast, you want it to stay tight. And so I can feel that immediately. Like the second you make that fist and I'm not clutching too tight, right?
No,
you're just really concentrating.
That's fine. And you know,
mentally thinking there.
Right. And keep the rhythm consistent. In other words, you're going out like this, you bring it down. The return has got to be exactly the same. The execution has to be precise.
Okay.
You're going like this, yeah. You're gonna get through the workout a lot quicker. Granted, if that's what you're trying to do, you're gonna do it. But
it's not gonna get you
anyway. And just same thing with dips. You see people going like this.
Right.
I know that's not you. Right. It's not you. But a lot of people do.
I see it a lot.
Yeah. And you're hurting your joints. And you're gonna blame the exercise. You're gonna blame the exercise. I'm never gonna do it again because that hurt me. Well,
right.
And also, as much as, and you know I love free weights. To get rid of flab, it's cardio. So everything that you're doing to build the muscle, that's great. But if there is excess flesh, the only way to get rid of it, wherever it is on your body, is cardio.
Right.
There's no such thing as spot reduction, you know that. So anything that you're doing that you want to break down, you want to reduce in size, it's cardio. So that has to be part of the session.
So cardio to burn the fat cells, and then concentrate and work on the areas to make sure those areas stay tight and tone the muscles.
That's exactly
So what's too high? What is like, especially if I have a weight.
Too
I
high
don't
weight?
want to pop my shoulder up like this. I want to just have it naturally come back.
This is as hard as you have to go.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like that because number one, you're going to be compressing discs in your neck. So just like this, you're leaning over like this. And again, it's visualization. It's picturing the muscle moving. And what I usually do to flush the muscle nicely is the last rep, I usually flex it. I flex it a little bit more. So you get the blood there and you feel the full pump. You know what muscle you're using.
Nice.
And with arms, it's very simple. I mean, and most women make this distinction. Everybody thinks of arms as this. So if you're toning your arms, you're going to work hip. It's both. It's both. Tricep is probably even more important than the bicep.
Makes sense.
As far as the visual.
It's visual, exactly. The aesthetics of it is everybody wants the tricep tight.
Yeah.
I do find it's easy to make your biceps defined also, but then like you said, if you're not in the correct position, you're not only going to hurt yourself, but you're not going to get the tricep results.
Well, picking something up is a more natural movement. You've done that all your life. Going like this, maybe not so much, but it's important. It's there. It's part of your arm. If you want a really nicely toned arm, you can't forget about the tricep.
Exactly. Thank you so much.